This comes right after the women have gone to the tomb. They discover the tomb is empty. They encounter the visitors that are there. They go back to tell the disciples, and Peter runs to the tomb to see what's happened. And that's where we pick up, where it says, now, on the same day that all this happened, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. And they were talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them. But their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?" And they stood still, and they looked sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place in these days?" Jesus asked them, "What things?" And they replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, who was mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how the chief priest and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. And yes, beside all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women of our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and they told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb, and they found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him." Then Jesus said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" And then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, Jesus interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. As they came near the village to which they were going, Jesus walked on ahead as if he were going on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in, and he stayed with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread and blessed and broke it, and he gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to one another, "Were not our hearts burning within us when he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" That same hour they got up and they returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions that were gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he has appeared to Simon." And then they told them what had happened on the road, and how Jesus had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.